Hey everyone, I am going to step just a hair outside of my lane, except it's not totally outside of my lane. As many of you know, I am a coach for jewelry business owners, and I also do some business advising across multiple other craft industries. And as I'm sure many of you have noted and used, is the uptick in use of large language model programs like ChatGPT or like Claude. And I've been noting that there are a lot of people who don't fully understand what it is that those tools do and what it is that they specifically do not do. And so I just wanted to give you a brief talk about this just to set your head straight about how and when it would be a good idea to use them and when it's not a good idea at all. So large language models, if you don't know, they are language prediction engines or language generation engines. They fall under generative AI in that broader category, but they are really just language generators. There are some new features where they can sort of scroll the web, but the one thing that neither one of those systems does is neither one of them is a fact checker. So when you ask it for a prompt and it gives you an answer, the fact-checking side of it, the evaluative side of it, that is still your job. So if you're using ChatGPTs to say, generate keywords for your website, I am sorry to have to tell you this, but ChatGPT and Claude are not actually scrolling through a tool like Google Trends to pull out the most relevant keywords, to do the research for those most relevant keywords. They're just generating ideas. They're just generating words. You actually still have to go back in and fact check and make sure that those keywords are actually going to be useful, that are going to target your customer base. That's actually still your job. Because frankly, let's be honest, your job is always going to be to know, understand, and target your customer. That is the core thing of what you do. So before you sit down to use a tool like ChatGPT or like Claude, you actually have to do the digging and the knowledge building about your customer base before you even deploy a system like a ChatGPT or like a Claude. So just keep in mind that anytime it generates an answer for you, you might like the sound of it, but it is still your job as a business owner to stay curious, stay open, and do the research and make sure that the answers that it's returning are actually factually correct. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Happy to answer.